Yeah, just Ron, how disappointing is it to lose this game like this?
No, it's extremely disappointing. Extremely disappointing. You know, it's not only because it's a game that you just got dominated by, but because of you know what was on the line in terms of a trophy game and in-state rivalry. And that's as dominating a performance as I've ever seen. You know, hats off to Coach Zanetti and what they got going on over there. I mean, you know, all three phases. We got physically dominated and out-coached, out-schemed. You know, felt like everything that could have went wrong, and that usually happens when you know you're playing against a top 10 team and you're not executing. And we got to figure out like why we don't execute when we play against top 10 opponents. Like, what is it from a psyche standpoint, a mindset standpoint? Like, it wasn't. You know, there were routine plays out there that we make all the time in practice, and we get in the game, and all of a sudden you start doing other things. You can't do that. You can't do that against a top 10 opponent. It doesn't work.
How come things have never clicked this year, you think?
You know, if I knew the answer to that, they would have clicked. You know, there's a lot of factors. I think, you know, we've had a lot of adversity this season. You know, starting after the Nebraska game, and you know, you couple adverse moments with, you know, some inexperience and playing against the type of opponents that we're playing, and you know, it can be hard to have success, but that is my job to find out and figure out ways to be creative and do so.
Where do you guys go as a program just in the short term after this?
You know, like what do you mean in the short term after this? Obviously, the season's over.
Yeah,
right?
I guess in terms of for you guys as a program, what's the next 24, 48 hours and beyond look like for you guys?
Yeah, I mean, you know, we'll see. I have a plan that I'm confident in, and we'll see how that plays out.
What do you think about you going for the fake punt at 38-0?
I mean, I probably would have done the same thing. To be honest with you, like I said, it's a rivalry game. Very, you know, I ain't feeling sorry for nobody out there. You know what I mean? But, you know, Coach Cinetti's a competitor. It's a rivalry game. You know, so it is what it is.
Do you think you're the head coach to lead this team in the future?
I hope so.
How hard has it been to recruit during a season like this where, I mean, I know you can't talk about it, but I know what's been happening with the guys who were committed previously in the past month?
Yeah, you know, it's difficult because of the uncertainties out there. You know, I mean, obviously, I know what I would be telling recruits if I were recruiting against us. You know, so we'll see where all that goes.
Are they asking if you're going to be the head coach in the future, or is there uncertainty there with them? Is that part of maybe the disconnect? The recruits wondering who's going to be leading this team in the future?
Yeah, we've gotten questions about that.
Why do you think you should still be the head coach going on?
Because I'm prepared to do so. Like, I know exactly what this place needs. I know exactly what holes we need to fill. You know, I've got a pretty concrete and solidified plan moving forward that I feel will be beneficial to this program. You know, I am frustrated, I'm disappointed, I'm angry about the results this year. You know, I hear the fan base and I hear the student body, and I feel I'm frustrated and disappointed like they are. But I also know who I am. I know the plan that we have, and I'm confident in that plan. And you know, sometimes when you build something, things take time. And you know, I feel like, you know, going into a year 3 and being able to attack the holes that we need to fill and get, you know, the right people in place to push forward. Like, I feel comfortable in that plan and confident in that plan.
Have you been told by Mike Bobinski that you will be the head coach next year?
I mean, you could ask ask, I'm not the person to ask that question.
Any more questions for Coach?
What do you need to execute this plan that you say you have in place? Are there things missing why it didn't work this year?
I mean, it would be unfair for me to speak freely about that right now.
Are you afraid of losing a lot of guys in the portal?
Not with the plan that we have. Obviously, you're gonna get guys that will do what they wanna do, but with the resources I think that we'll have and the people that will be in the building, I feel confident with being able to retain the guys that we want to retain.
All right, thanks, Coach. We'll have players in shortly.